Mr. Chairman, I've sat here listening to your report, and Mr. Montgomery, I really feel that this report from the Justice Department did not come about lightly. This came about after literally years of abuses in our community. It came about after 18 months of trying to request documents from the Sheriff's Office through the Melendez case that did not even get produced because of stonewalling by the Sheriff's Office. There are documented incidences, there are emails, there are press releases that have come to light that clearly the Department of Justice saw a pattern of racial profiling. You know, I am a little bit in a quandary because you seem so adversarial to the Department of Justice. You are telling us that when you received the letter, you clearly told them, I am not the attorney. Bill Jones is the attorney. My understanding is that they're working with Bill Jones. There's an upcoming meeting where they will be sitting down with him. And it's my hope the Sheriff's Office is also cooperating. I truly believe that politics, as you say, has to be put aside by all. But the Department of Justice report is not something this community has taken lightly. It is not something that was presented willy-nilly. It is not something that came about because there were a few incidences reported. Our community has been under siege. You know, maybe a lot of it happened before you got here, but there were raids in our community. There were people who would email the Sheriff's Office and say there are some brown people standing on this corner, and then lo and behold, there would be a crime suppression in that area. You know, these are things that I hope when you meet with the Department of Justice, they can lay out some of these, but the community will not buy that there is nothing wrong with the Sheriff's Office and the incidents that occurred, because we've lived through it. Many, many people who perhaps you'll hear from today, I think will tell you of documented instances where they were there when raids took place, of the fear in the community, of the unrest in the community, and just the fear of being Hispanic in this Maricopa County government oversight that we have. You know, I would hope that the adversarial tone I hear in your voice would be put aside, that you, as representing our board, would sit with the Department of Justice and get to the bottom of this for the sake of our community. Hispanic community, Latino community is a large segment of our society. And when people who have lived here 3-4 generations, families who have lived here, feel that their rights have been trampled on, that civil and human rights have been done to this community, they needed answers. I applaud the Department of Justice, and I don't think when they say this is the most egregious case they've ever seen, you know, they are saying that just for politics. I hope that we get to the bottom of it. I hope both the sheriff and the community put politics aside. Department of Justice comes in, can work with you, can work with Mr. Jones, and we resolve the issues. The culture that had been created, the culture was one that was very detrimental to our community, particularly Latino citizens. So maybe I'm mistaken, but the adversarial tone is one that I hope you put aside and we work toward resolution.